Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Neat Chill, and my name is Neat, and today we'll be playing some Aviary Attorney. Just going with, OBS decided to fuck it up. I tested it beforehand, but for some reason OBS decided, well, the game decided to not run in full screen for a start. That's why it screwed up, not OBS's fault. See, look, even now it doesn't say full screen. Like, why? I'm sure if I run the game again... See, look, it defaults to windowed. So, you know. But yeah, we're just going to do something a bit light, a bit story-based today, so I can read and not have to think too much, I guess. This game is kind of like, Ace Attorney, really. I've heard it's like that. So let's, I want to do from the beginning. There we go. Basically solve court cases and things. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Criniere of Baron Rogiel. Hey, Cogwhistle, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh, mon Dieu. This game is just birds, yes. Dame Cataline, what have you done? I'll do all the thinking while doing my homework. Yeah, if you could do the thinking for me, that'd be great. Let me just put this back to non-studio mode. Sparrowson, it's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? God, I'm already insulting him. Well, well, well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honours. Alright. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. Fathead, featherhead, same thing indeed. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. I did get this from the Humble Monthly, and it looked awesome, so that's why I'm playing it today. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pourtour Demal of the Demal Estate. Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months. Not just that, the Demal Estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Of course. It would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Hey Kev, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. It does look interesting. Yeah, I really like the artwork so far and the style. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all the sitting around. Hi, Deanna. How's it going? How are you feeling? Welcome to the stream. The style is so sick. Yes, vomiting. It is sick. Welcome to the stream, dude. Oh, but I better file away Seigneur Demal's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Pourtour's letter has been added to your evidence folder. So we have an evidence folder, that's cool. Fighting off sadness and depression? Oh shit, man. I feel a tad shit, that's not good. Can we get some chilies and some hugs out for Deanna, please, people? Please, can you give us some love? Make her feel a bit better, maybe? Oh man, You may access the evidence folder anytime by clicking the suitcase symbol. From the days when newspaper cartoons were well drawn, indeed. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again? I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas. Yes, alright. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. Okay. I've got 20 francs, so this is set in France. Well, I'd assume that it would be set in France based on all the friggin' French words they're throwing around. Gives Diana a billion dogs? Okay. Long story short, I had an argument with the mum. Oh no, that is the worst. That is literally the worst. That is awful. Oh, thanks for giving those chilies out, Kev. I'm sure she appreciates it. I appreciate it. You can see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Interesting. Let's make a move. So I'm going to try my best to do voices, but I'm not great with voices, so if they fuck up, then just sue me, okay? I mean, don't literally sue me, because that's what this game is all about, but, you know. Welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking a location name or a location node. Okay, so these are nodes, then. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas marked with no symbol can be visited freely. Oh, okay. So it would take a day to visit this location, but these ones I can go whenever I like. So we need to go to La Conciergerie, where the Dame Cataline is being held. For centuries, the infamous Conciergerie prison has detained the accused and condemned alike. A sign on the door reads, "The Aviary Attorney offices. No case is too big or small. No junk mail." I bet he gets loads of junk mail. And it's January the 3rd, so it's actually winter. Interesting. Just gone into the new year. So I guess we'll go to that conciergerie, because we don't want to go back to the office. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. Damn it, I've already been sued by Brit. What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline de Mau. I'm due to represent her in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. My papa hasn't forgot about me, has he? Dame Cataline de Mau, I presume. You've arrived! The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh yeah, I literally this second just got that. That's brilliant, actually. Oh. You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a bit brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Well, it might be a good idea to find out what happened on the night of the murder. To start, what exactly happened on the night of the murder? Ooh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinieri The home of the great Baron Rogale. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. That is brilliant, guys. This game is genius. They've invented the camera by putting a bug in a box. In 10 minutes, poof! You have a perfect picture. 10 minutes, Jesus. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe. Still, the camera looks like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So, after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help. Then the police arrived. It is kind of posh, the accent I'm going for, but I may be just fucking it up. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. I wonder if it's a reference to Wittgenstein's Beetle in a Box thought experiment. It could be. It could be a reference to that. Oh man, Wittgenstein. That's a name I haven't heard in a long while. Wittgenstein. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? That reminds me of my days of college when I was doing philosophy. Learning about Nietzsche and David Hume and friggin' Descartes. And all those crazy people and what is knowledge and all that. So yeah, who generally was at the establishment? Dame Cataline. Who attended that banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest Maman couldn't make it. Wow, okay, Maman. And there was Baron Rogale, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colline, I think she was called. Yeah, it's a philosopher. Quite a early philosopher. It's a great name though, Wittgenstein, I think. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille, well, until, you know, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinio, god, these French names are going to kill me. The man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Did you see anything suspicious? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Kev studied philosophy while getting his teaching qualification. You have 2 useless degrees. Oh, wow. Well, most degrees aren't useless, though, are they? I mean... I know what you mean, though. I think the beetle did it. Yeah, maybe the beetle. He crept out of his box and poisoned... bit her neck. Or his neck, I should say. I have no degrees because still in high school. Well, not for lack of trying, Britt. I mean, actually, no. Yes, for lack of trying, because you're not doing your homework currently, and you should be doing your homework. Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was. Flashy lights. Epilepsy warning for anyone who has it. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak, served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please. For me. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. It's a literal red herring. That's clever. That's really clever. This game's humor is funny. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence pod. I can't find a joke in that. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? No? You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinieri would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinieri and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Rabitio de Ribinio. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. But we should get head. Did anyone proofread this? But we should get head back and get some rest for I'm not reading that. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go, give me a kiss. I mean, what? You do believe my story, don't you? I mean, you pretty much don't really have much of a story. All you said was that you went out and saw a dude was murdered. There was no... I mean, I believe you because, like... Yeah, I believe you. Of course, Dame Cataline. It's our duty as lawyers. And as gentlemen. To have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Hey, Semtex, welcome to the stream, dude. Good to have ya. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Thank you both. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Roquille. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. Lovely. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalogue. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. Way, half of an assignment done. Nicely done, Brit. So we have a Facebook. We've got JJ Falcon. Oh, great name there, JJ. The Aviary Attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. He obviously wrote this himself. Of course he did. Pertois de Mal, the wealthy father of Dame Catiline. Pertois, I get it. Pertois hired us to defend Dame Catiline in court. Quark. Quark! An ill-mannered jailkeeper seems to feel disgust for criminals, and for animals in general, right. Catiline de Mal, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertois de Mal. God, these names! These names! She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Grenouille. And Grenouille, the froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crinieri, a colleague of Pertois and Roguil. I'm gonna have to start calling them like P and R instead of, you know, it's just, wow. Wow, there's a lot of people to note down. Alright, had none of that. 20 francs, and this is my evidence folder. Pertois' letter. Seigneur Pertois de Mal has requested legal aid for his daughter Catiline. She's been held at the conciergerie, okay? Camera. Red herring. This is a red herring. Guys, the game spells out the fact that it's a red herring. It's not of any importance. It will lead you down the wrong path. Steak. Dame Catiline ate a bloody rare steak at the banquet. Okay. Alright. You can access a list of people you've met anytime by clicking the book symbol. Okay. Let's make a move. Alright. A new day. The game saves automatically at the start of each new day. Okay. You can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save, Quit. Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key. Okay. Up here somewhere. Alright, so we have to go and see the photographer that took all of the patrons' pictures at Studio Robinho. Chateau Criniere is where we can talk to the, well, we can see the murder scene and maybe talk to some of the patrons that might still be there. I don't know. And we've already been to La Conciergerie. So let's, I think we'll go to the murder scene first. When you're talking to someone on Steam, the notice lower the stream volume, but you have to turn it back up manually. That sucks, Jess, that sucks. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinieri. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Oh, it's a kangaroo. Or, I think it's a kangaroo. Excuse-moi, messieurs? I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and a sick are starving, see? Don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet, what will you do? Should we give them some money? We could be a complete dick and give them nothing. I think we should at least give 1 franc, because that's the right thing to do. But, any ideas, guys? Cast your votes now. Are we somewhat generous or are we very generous? Because we're not going to be a dick. I wonder how much stream delay is there? Because I'm getting very, very bad readings from OBS, to be quite honest. Say cheese. Again, let's do this test. Say cheese when you guys are caught up to this point. I mean, it seems fairly delayed. I might have to restart the stream. Some generous. Okay. Here you go. Stay safe, madame. Many thanks to you, messieurs. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson. We've got business to attend to. I love seeing the chat say cheese. So you guys are probably around about a minute behind, I guess, which is not ideal, but Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine. Is it okay? Is it pristine or is it pristine? Don't know. Pristine. I'm gonna say pristine. Pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crinieri. That is a great emote, vomiting, I have to admit. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rogil must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. Pristine, okay. I'm glad I got it right. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron, we'd like a word. How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Oh god, what voice do I do for this guy? Fuck. He's super dapper. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogil, property owner extraordinaire at your service. So I'm going to do really, really loud and annoying. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? It's going to be basically, what's that guy's name? Oh god, never mind. I'll tell you when I remember. No, we're attorneys. Not quite. I am Private Attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh. Yes. This jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Kev, misspelling your. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch we'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So, what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you, messieurs, will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself? Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. We'll find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the, unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial will be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you're done with your investigations. So, where should we go first? Okay, I guess we'll go to the garden where the murder actually happened, right? So we'll go to the garden, I think. I want to see the murder firsthand, or the murder scene firsthand. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know, that way you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that! That's not a bad suggestion. That wouldn't be the first time the Perusian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you're free to examine the scenery of the room. Well, it's not really a room, is it? I mean... Click on an item of interest and Falcon would examine it in closer detail. When you've had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Okay. So this is basically turning out to be like Ace Attorney, which is great. I love Ace Attorney. I want to see the murder firsthand, me, 2018. So this is the fountain. This fountain is finely crafted, solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrison, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet friends wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. Well, flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome. Get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? What the heck? Yeah, it's a pretty amazing game. Heads or tails? Let me see. I'm not going to ask you guys because it's going to take forever for you to get to the thing. So I'm just going to... Executive decision. Heads. Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor. Here I go. Oh, brilliant. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. Gah. Fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. You dirty boy, Sparrison. You dirty, dirty boy. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. That one drip off his beak. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What the heck is that? What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a... poo? By any chance? Very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rogil? Or Rogile, I don't know. Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else we need to do here? Yes, we do have plenty of things to examine. There's just several different statues we can examine. It's a turd. This is always what I think of when Charlie from Always Sunny talks about bird law. Yeah, this game, basically. Falcon, another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep, eventually we realized it was just filling up on horse doovers. That's an awful joke. Ugh, terrible. I agree, Falcon. Oh, it's hors d'oeuvres anyway, not horse douvres. God, it's hors d'oeuvres. I knew that. No one correct me on that because I did know that. Oh, this is the first horse statue that we were supposed to examine. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? Oh my god, is he going to make a pun about every single statue? No, no, I would not. You know what hors d'oeuvres are, Jess, right? They're like little side dishes, I guess, to go with the main meal. Like little platters, essentially. Small little tidbits of treats. But he was making a pun on hors d'oeuvres by saying horse d'oeuvres or whatever. So Baron Rogueur certainly likes his horse statues, and there's going to be another pun. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Okay, no pun there at least. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Yes, yes, we've all heard that one. What? No! The barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." Oh, God. This guy is painful. I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. So is that it? What about the actual murder? See, oh, okay, there. That's where it is, right there. See where that blood is? Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died. Do you see any bloody footprints? Or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath? Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Not very helpful then, unfortunately. Is there anything else that we can discover? Anything in this scene? I realise that the overlay probably makes it a bit difficult for you guys to see certain things, but... like, for example, this horse statue that I clicked earlier you couldn't see. But, hey-ho, what are you going to do? I think that's probably it. My mouse isn't coming across anything, so, yeah. Nothing more to see here. I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Yeah, I agree. So let's go to the main hall then. No worries, Deanna. Hope you have a good stream. Enjoy it. Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. Actually, we haven't seen the lounge where the photograph was taken yet. We should probably go do that before we leave. Oh, right, the lounge, okay. The main hall is where you go when you leave. Wait, is that a giraffe? You can't see her head because of the camera. Just hold on. Let me do you the honors and show you guys for a moment. There you go. You can see her head now. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst. Hey, Falcon. Do you see that? See what? That housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah! Yes? Are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Dohat. So, what can I help you messieurs with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Just let me grab a chair. There we go. Now you can see her face. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. Nice, nice. Be back later. Gotta go shower before the family dinner tonight. No worries, Brit. See you later. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know! The painting on it totally clashes with the decor. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rogale just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, I guess, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? Are you looking for the easy answer again? Oh, right, I see. You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. No, I'm not easing off. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. That's not how defense attorneys work, Sparrowson. Right, and... Wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Guess that's it then. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and... Well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? Ah, you know about that? Yes, I suppose that was me. I started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware? I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. You would hate to break his trust despite the fact you've been stealing from the Baron. I see. So where to next, Big Bird? Big Bird. Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order? We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Please, ask away, I've nothing to hide. About your housemaid, indeed. We met your housemaid, Colin de Hoot. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? She was stealing spoons. Yes, Jess, she was stealing spoons. Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Did you want to ask something else? Yeah, what happened on the night of the murder? Baron Rogale, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh ho, am I in trouble? No, I'm not suspecting you at all. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner at this very hall at 6. The part went magnificently. The idea that the tenon is a line... The tenon? What's a tenon? Is a line. Gives me suspicions, not gonna lie. Potentially... The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that. I see. Is there something else I can help you, messieurs, with? I think that would be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs. The Lord Owner. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think he's suspicious too, but... Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon? I hope so. Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just... wing it. Brilliant. The puns in this game. Terrible. Just terrible. Let's just head back to the office and get some rest. It's a new day, and we should go to the studio. Studio Rubinio. Or Rubinio. So, this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Rubinio de Rubinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What should we do now? Fuck it. We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Anything gonna happen? Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in! This is too much like Ace Attorney right now. Alright, let's do it. Fuck it. We should break in. What? Are you serious? Maybe. Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. What? He'd actually went with it? Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? What in bird Jesus' name was that? Oh my god, bird Jesus. You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Oh, this music's getting interesting. Well, now we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky? I was going to say ostentatious. Ostentatious. I think this Falcon dude has been watching too much Twitch Plays Pokemon. Praise be to Helix. That's just swanky talk for swanky. We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. Alright, so, there's a lot of stuff to look at. Picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Well, I guess that's it. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways... It's a black smudge, Falcon. Okay. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. Oh god, don't start with the horses again. God, every picture can be examined. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps? Looks more like a step ladder to me. That is a Phoenix. That's a Phoenix Wright joke. They constantly have an argument about whether something is a step ladder or a ladder in Phoenix Wright, so I like the reference. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. They even reference the fact that it's an old argument. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. Wow, that's pretty cool. Neat search, horsey, I'll bet you'll laugh. Maybe in a sec. Hold on, I'm checking quotes, because I've been quoted as liking murder now. Unfortunate. Horsey in Norfolk, is that what I'm supposed to be looking at? Horsey is a village and civil parish in the English county of Norfolk with the Broads National Park. Okay. Interesting. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. Yeah. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Oh, God. Terrible. I've seen this one or tiny... Oh. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling for a person's belongings? It's cool, been lawyers. A little illegal, very illegal. This is very illegal. I'm not going to lie to you, Sparrowson. If we're caught, we will be spending the next 20 years with a number instead of a name. I call 24601. Don't be daft, Sparrowson. You can't call prison numbers. Damn, I wanted that one. God the hell. This is a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Oh, God. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. Yeah, thank you. No more puns at all. Alright, Google Images then. What the heck? What the actual heck? Some of these pictures are really bad. There's some pretty funny ones in there, to be fair. I was out of the room and I was wondering why I was wondering where Funeral March of a Marionette was coming from. Yeah, it's coming from this game. This game's music is amazing. Hey, Kenny, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. Just the web part, yeah. So we've examined all the paintings, literally every single painting. Oh no, we haven't examined this one. I see a bourgeois tigress in the profile. A bourgeois tigress. I never thought I'd hear anyone say that ever. So this is where the door is. Hey, Falcon, look. What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel. Oh, wow. This must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Cataline, and I think that's Seigneur Pertois, Cataline's father. So, what should we do? Do we just take this?
Yeah, my day's going well, Kenny. I'm getting fooled by this game with a lot of bad, cheesy puns, so, you know. 10 out of 10, Jess hasn't got bamboozled yet.
Kenny's just fooling around. So what should we do? Do we just take this? Hey, fuck it, we broke in. Let's go all the way. Yeah, see, he's got the same mindset as me. We've come this far. We may as well borrow it. Studio photograph has been added to your evidence folder. Yeah. Yeah, we should examine everything that we can find before we move on. A chandelier! You should get one of these for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury.
Looks like a pun I'm staying then. Eh?
I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is.
Yep, it is a punny game.
I could taste it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not.
Yeah, true. I think that's probably it. We got the photograph that we needed. Let's have a look at the photograph. Can we not actually look at it? We've got some more descriptions of people. A vertically enabled housemaid. She seems to have a mild case of kleptomania. A reputably ruthless businessman. Sultana Gambade, a mother and a bouncy daughter who begged us for money outside the Chateau Criniere. Nice. Alright, let's leave.
I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw any further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me.
Quoted. Uh-oh. I need a voice for him.
Oh, mon Dieu! What happened to my door? Oh, no. What happened to my door?
Do we tell the truth? Do we tell him we broke in? Or do we lie? Guys, what would you do? Picture yourself a detective Falcon. And you've just broken into some other dude's office. Photography office. And he's just asked you what happened to his door. But you were the ones who broke through it. What would you do? Yeah, I don't know with the voices anymore. I'm just trying to give each one its distinctive flavour, but it's difficult, honestly. They tend to blend in with each other. But oh well. Yeah, what happened to my door? I don't know. Yes. This delay is ridiculous. I really ought to restart the stream at some point, but I suppose my internet is so bad because literally everyone's using it because it's Easter. I'd lie because if you got caught, then it's a potential to lose your cool attorney job. Lie. Okay.
Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go.
Make a really bad door pun to ease the tension. I can't think of anything. Looks like this story is a little off the hinges. Am I right, guys? Oh, a little off the hinges. Oh, yeah, no, that was horrendous. All right, so we should go to... Let's go back to the office. Falcon, it's the trial day. Stop messing around. We need to head to the courthouse already. I was just... No, we're going to be late. Alright, let's go to the courthouse then. Lol, am I going to be punished? Oh, God. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palace de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you nervous, Falcon? Yeah, I'm nervous because we broke into some dude's house. Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days? We had only 2 days to prepare. How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame? Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this. Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do? Watches everyone leave? Yeah, everyone leaves because of the puns. Hey, don't worry about the viewers. I'm not interested in that today. We're not on schedule, so any viewers that we get today is a bonus. No, we've got a handle on things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. Ah, I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Oh, the opulence. Oh, we need a judge's voice.
Alright. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? Is everybody here? J.J. Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Remington, present. The ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn. That's not it. Oh, gosh, what are my notes?
I knew it! You what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Music's getting a bit loud now. Need to turn it down slightly. There we go.
Oh, was he smart?
Pff, no! He always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. I haven't seen the Ace Attorney anime, so I don't know what his voice sounds like. I'm just trying to do a bumbling old dude.
Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag. That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest?
Oh.
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate.
Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
All the jury, all present.
All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors. The associate judges.
Oh, Jess with the £1.20. Thank you, Jess. That's really nice of you. £1.20 towards some outfits. Oh yeah! Thank you very much. Let's get some chilies in this chat. Let's do it. Chili it up. Yeah, I should watch it. I should watch it indeed. Yeet. An ostrich? What, me? Oh, right, on the other dudes. Okay.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. Court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Maulle. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh, gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to the witness stand.
Oh god, I've got another voice to do. I know, the stream delay is ridiculous.
Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
Oh wow, he's like a pirate.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state, your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I'm a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I've enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bubbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering.
So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rogale.
It's a chicken, guys. You see the little, like, the billy type things? It's a chicken. You can see the beak.
At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Maulle. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
Bloodied paws? Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Cross-examination. Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Oh, I'm going to press the fuck out of everything. Select a statement to question. I was hoping we were going to read it out again. We were later brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rogale. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline. She was standing over the sliced open corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with blood on her paws.
Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like a guilt to a convict.
Yeah, whose blood was it?
Whose blood was it? Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure?
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
Afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille?
Oh, shit. I've got no fucking idea, guys. I'm going all guns blazing.
I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
Do I have evidence of that? I don't think I do. Oh, I do! Yes! The stake! The stake.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
The stake! I am not screwed, Kenny. I've fucking got it. I have got it, my son. I have got this. Alright? I've got this on lock.
On the evening of the murder, Dame Catiline ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur Rabington?
Well, in a manner of, speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the, menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well...
Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It is a possibility.
No.
Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favour with the jury. That is an ostrich up there. Indeed, it is. So you've got an ostrich, a hippo, a ram, a dog by the looks of it, an eagle, I think, an otter, a toucan, and a crow. If I know my animals. This is Name the Animal Society.
So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You are overlooking something quite crucial.
Oh god, I'm mixing my voices up. Oh god.
Dame Catiline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners.
We've got evidence to suggest that this is not the case.
At the banquet, she would have eaten a steak with a fork in her left hand and the knife in the right, like the any proper civilized animal.
How could she have... Oh, Kenny, piss off. That was rude.
How could she have possibly got blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Catiline to eat with her paws.
The missing silverware.
Dame Catiline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen.
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rourgale residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rourgale approached us about this very subject last night.
Ah.
What a twist.
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you I'm the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
Then it's amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
The quality of neat has decreased all of a sudden when it's like, boom, evidence. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Uh-oh.
Fine, so be it. Messieurs, until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robitio Robinio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Robitio Robinio, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
But then as anyone in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me? I am the great Monsieur Robitio Robinio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis lit artiste. To his on pipe. You may have seen my works in hip magazines, Le Branche, Le Ceste Chouette. I can send you tweets if you like.
What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already.
Yes, your works are, very, impressive, Monsieur Robinio, but let's get down to business. Could you tell us, your, activities were on the night of the murder?
Very well, I was hired by Baron Beale to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening, I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rockville and left. Like a true artist.
And, with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
Welcome back, Brett. Good to have you.
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is immediately wrong. I'm glad that we stole the picture earlier.
My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So, let's see, who do we have here? In the middle we see, Baron Rogiel, the lion who hosted the event. On the left we see, Signia Pertois de Mau, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally we see, housemaid Colleen de Haute, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grenouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Mau. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
He's so fucking nervous.
Just a moment, Monsieur Remington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon, I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
A lot of stuff, Britt. I did actually manage to make some progress, to be fair, so, yeah. It was good.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at, 7:30.
Oh yeah, Kenny's here, with his joking aside.
Now why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Volerti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself.
Hold on a minute. See, look, the photograph shows that Dame Cataline was there, and also, the clock has no hands, so that's also wrong. The photograph has been botched.
Hey Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right.
It looks different to the one we borrowed from Robinio's studio.
Don't make an ass of yourself.
I see it too. Our photograph shows Colleen de Haute, Dame Cataline, and Signia Pertois. But Monsieur Rubinio's photograph shows Baron Rogil where Dame Cataline should be standing. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way. You should just slam that evidence down. Be like, bam, inconsistency. This whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed. I can't do that. Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words. No, I mean I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Rubinio would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. In a worst-case scenario, I could lose my legal license, and we'd be arrested for theft. Oh, well, we don't want that. No, we don't. I should tread lightly. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well. The defense may proceed. It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence.
Right, so I arrived at 7 PM. I set up my camera and captured the beauty of the evening's events in one magnificent photograph. Then I build... Well, that's irrelevant. I think the photograph part is... maybe 7 PM. Hold on. Wait, no, we know that the photograph is off because we can present the missing clock hands. And the photograph has clock hands, so... At least his photograph has clock hands, so that's how we can prove that the photograph is a load of shite.
Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Rubinio, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible! I just told you, Monsieur, the camera is a perfect unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless.
Falcon, I'm not seeing any, mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Either 7 PM or photograph. Yeah, I went with the photograph because the photograph clearly has a mistake. There's no getting around it. Yep. This part here.
The clock in the photograph. There is something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees nothing wrong with that key piece of evidence that implicates this client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in the picture.
Here. Eat some of that, you silly rabbit.
The photograph clearly shows the clock hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of the Chateau Criniere has no hands.
It has no hands?
The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rogil or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Rubinio, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
There is no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error precisely where the clock's hand should be. Please, Monsieur, do not patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Rubinio, edited this photograph.
Edited?
I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Rubinio created a perfect alibi. Uh-oh. Of course, this raises further questions.
Oh, let me have a look. I'm taking a screenshot of you. Why does the quality keep going down when that happens? That's weird. That's really weird. That sucks. I just look like a complete blur.
Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Rubinio coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Rubinio.
Fine, you've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille?
What? No, no, no. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered? By whom?
I dare not say. Oh, how convenient.
Monsieur Rubinio, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Rubinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime after all.
Oh, is it buffering? Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry.
But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You should be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Wow, he's very kind about it. So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. This photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Remington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Seigneur Pertois de Mal, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Seigneur Pertois to implicate his own daughter.
Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rogiel deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Remington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, mayhaps I should offer my opinion.
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections? No, no objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay, Baron Regil, on the night of the,
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Seigneur Pertois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind.
You did say that, indeed, yeah. You've got the, Phoenix, you've got the Ace Attorney, sense about you, I guess.
After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, Garcon?
Or Garchon? I don't know how to say that.
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Oh, that reminds me of Phoenix a lot.
Or Edgeworth, even.
Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roguil, am an honest man. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Okay. The dinner. Okay. I don't deny that. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. I don't deny that either. Dame Cataline followed behind a few moments later. Not sure she did. My housemaid discovered the pair just after the photographer left and called for help. Shit, what's our evidence like? Because I don't want to press on something useless. Whatever. Well, we don't want to use the red herring. Oh, for boy, okay. Shit. Oh, I'm not sure. What are we thinking, guys? I'm not sure about this one at all. Not sure at all. I'm struggling. Just reading up some stuff in the chat. This is some key evidence, says Kenny. Lol. Alright. I'm not sure what to do. The murder happened... Okay, so the order of events is... The murder happened in the garden. They had dinner at 7. The photograph was taken at 7:30, and the murder happened at 7:30. So that's why, supposedly, the people in the photograph could not be implicated for the murder. Wasn't here for that part of the stream. That's fine. The thing is, the housemaid was stealing silverware at the time, so... I don't know. Called for help? How did he know that Dame Cataline followed behind? We're going to have to just press at random, guys. I think we'll press on the housemaid part.
Baron Roguil, I have a couple of questions about your housemaid, Colleen de Haute.
Does she smoke? Oh, okay, so we can implicate the Baron because he has a cigar.
Does your housemaid smoke cigars?
Well, that question came out of the left field.
definitely not. Mademoiselle detests the smell of tobacco. I see.
Putting together a bigger picture, are we?
I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place.
Yes.
Your housemaid is a thief. She has stolen numerous valuables from your household, including all of the silverware.
I object. That's not a question.
Oh, right. Let me rephrase that. Baron, why did you not immediately report to police when you discovered that your housemaid was stealing from you? Is a man obligated to report every act of theft that they witness? Well, not legally, I suppose. I chose not to incriminate the poor girl because I felt it would be needlessly harsh. I know letting a criminal run loose is a foreign concept to many of you lawyer types, but I'm sure you understand the concept of mercy.
No. I guess that wasn't...
Baron, we saw the emergency in your garden for ourselves.
When was the last time you visited it? Yeah.
Baron Roguil, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
I think that the cigarette butt is what we need to throw him off with. Here we go. As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
Years, you say? Indeed. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but the claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, and why's that? Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently. Balderdash! My word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
Bam! The cigar.
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin.
Watch my head go really blurry.
Right beside where the murder occurred.
Cigar butt? That, could belong to, anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
I'm gonna see this picture. Oh, God. Can you stop taking screenshots of me, please?
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. There must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon? That's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar was casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience. And a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden. There are any number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is, that you, Baron Roguil, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be? You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Roguil, murdered Monsieur Grenouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen.
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no, means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Remington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Roguil as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade, Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinio confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous! I would never have threatened a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. On removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous! And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet for a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So, out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of sight of his guests and any sleeping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Pertois Dumal, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic! No, there is only one outrage here. Ooh, close up. That a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You are bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, Garcon! The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. Or heinous. Heinous. I'm nothing like that fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you are a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. Garçon, sorry. You incredulous whelp! I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog! I do believe you just implicated yourself, mate. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite the turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Can you guys please stop? I'm serious now. Well, a manner of speaking, well, to be honest, no. Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court, please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Thank you. I just hope it was enough. What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty. I'm not sure that I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Mao, to be not guilty.
Hey, not guilty.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, you did it.
Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly.
Nice, nice.
You did it, Falcon. I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
Can I get a kiss now? I mean, what? Nothing. I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, it was nothing.
I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over.
Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you.
Whoa, are we gonna get... Is this gonna get dodgy? What?
I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Shush, Jess, please. I'm gonna have to stop playing at this point. Business?
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Brocaille's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris' finest. But Falcon proved that
Monsieur Rombinio's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden.
Yeah, I know, right? I just cannot believe this. She admitted it.
My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinio to paint me over Baron Roguille, and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering either photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly.
Plot twist. Please tell me she's joking.
What's with the silence? You should both be proud.
Yeah, Kenny, it's called Double Jeopardy.
There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petite Sparrowson.
Oh, that's dirty money. Dirty, dirty money.
Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon?
Shit. Holy shit. Oh man. Chest hurts a bit. But I'm okay. Holy balls indeed. I'm glad you guys were here to see that. So we just assisted a murderer. Thankfully, the justice system means that lawyers are not implicated. If it comes to light that someone did do the crime and they defended them and got them an innocent verdict, or not guilty, sorry, it's all part of their job. So you know, there's that. Yeah, let's continue. January 7th, 1848. So 4 days later. Or no, a day later. Or, no, a couple of days later. The Palace de Louvre. Let us be reasonable, senors. I'm sure this is a simple misunderstanding. There is no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest that Spaniard. Man, I had to quickly come up with that Spanish accent, even though I did it absolutely horrendously. So much better than homework. I'm glad. I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. But now it's midday on Monday, and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning. Yeah, let's go look for him. Guess we're playing as Sparrowson now. I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start, but the bird brain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way. Right, well. Palace de Justice, Chateau Crinière. What happens if we go back here? Oh, right, we can speak to people. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Duhart. Down here. Oh, there you are. It's Sparrowson, right? That's right. I heard about the case you were involved in. I never would have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then, I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killer is the one you can put up a best facade. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, kinda, actually, Jess. Say, how's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night. Oh, you've seen him? Yes, he was brooding in the corner of La Cagnard-Joyeux, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest. Le Cagnard-Joyeux? That's the dingy student bar on the Rue John, right? It's not dingy, just a little rustic. In any case, that's an enormous help. Thanks, mademoiselle. Yes, there is actually a giraffe in the game, yes. Any time, Sparrowson. So, I guess we go to the Cagnard-Joyeux. Can we see the concierge? Oh, that's where the Baron is, I think. Excuse me, bonsoir. I'm looking for my friend. I don't know why I go here, even though I know he's not there, but I just want to see what happens. Do I look like a lost and found to you? Buzz off, bird brain. Alright, then. I'm just visiting everywhere but the place I need to be. No sign of Falcon here. Excuse me, Rupert. Oh, it's you. The, first year dropout. Hey, I didn't drop out. I was forcibly abducted. But that doesn't matter right now. I'm looking for Falcon. Have you seen him? Falcon? The guy who blundered his way through the Catalan trial with the help of some, very dubious evidence? No, I haven't seen him since the, trial. Oh, well, thanks anyway. Well, that was pleasant. Let's go to the Cagnard-Joyeux. I like the transitions. Sparrowson's... Oh god, I've got to get another voice. Sparrowson steps through the doors of the Cagnard-Joyeux, the dinkiest student tavern in all of Paris. So this is a student. We should do like a student voice. Let's do as a student who a really like not clever student, like one of those Essex girls students. We should do that. Or no, we're doing an American student. Well, ruffle my feathers, isn't it, little Sparrowson? I haven't seen you in years. How you doing, hon? Oh, she even says hon. It's perfect.
I'm feeling pretty good, Madam Quennell. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named J.J. Falcon.
Falcon? Yeah, sorry, that sorry lump has been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering to himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down. Sorry, Jess. A diva voice. I don't know what a diva voice is.
I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madam Quennell.
It's no problem, hon. He's probably still in the corner of the drinking room upstairs. Alright, so we should go to... Ooh, we can go to the card room. Let's play some games.
Here to play some Jackers now, are you, monsieur? Not right now. I'm looking for my friend, J.J. Falcon. The big drunk fellow. I think I spotted him downstairs. Ah, thank you.
Yeah, I know, I'm just, apologising that I would tar that many people with one brush, but oh well. I love the way they go. It's really funny.
No sign of him. Mon Dieu! I almost stepped on the big fellow. Falcon? What are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up! Wow, the bird's completely out cold. You must have drunk this place dry. Let's see, how do you wake a drunk person? I would have liked to have known that this morning. Kick him, yell at him, pour a drink on his head. Ugh. Let's kick him. Nope, nothing. Okay. Pour a drink on his head? Guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey.
Jesus. Poor Falcon.
Ah, good, you're up. Are you with us, Falcon?
I love when it does that.
Yeah. Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the Aviary office so we can get some work done. I don't understand it, Sparrowson. Huh? I thought I did everything.
The last one is what I would do, yeah.
Thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures. I found all the evidence. I presented the case beautifully. And yet, a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? I don't know, Falcon. Sometimes the system just doesn't work, I guess. It should work. Yeah, it probably should. Sorry, Falcon. I don't have the answers. But what I do have is freshly baked croissants from Pierre's Boulangerie. Croissants. Yep, they're waiting for you back at the Aviary. I'm sitting here, moping about justice, and you offer me croissants. Well, it's not just croissants. I got some pains et chocolat, too. Or I don't know. I don't even get me started on French. I could go for some pains et chocolat. Fantastic. Let's make a move. Alright, I admit it. These croissants are amazing. I told you, Pierre's Boulangerie on Rue Verde is something else.
I think Sparrowson should be the friggin' main character. He's way better than friggin' Falcon over here.
Oh, that reminds me. The baker taught me something interesting. Do you know what they call pains et chocolat in America? They don't call them pains au chocolat. Nope, pronunciation difficulties. An American is a whole nother language. So what do they call them? Chocolate croissants.
What the fuck?
Hello?
Chocolate croissants. What are they called? Profiteroles. I think those are still profiteroles, but rather than custard, they fill them with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate. Simply outstanding.
Is this the Aviary Attorney? Can I speak to someone, please?
What do they call crepes?
Excuse me!
Did you just hear something, Sparrowson?
Triggered.
Down here!
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you, little one?
Oh gosh.
That mouse is fucking cute. That mouse is super cute.
Where to start?
Your name, perhaps?
Mousy. My name is Mousy.
My god.
And what can we do for you, Monsieur Mousy?
I have this friend, and he's fallen under some legal turbulence.
Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested?
Yes, I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Praise the Lord, he didn't do it.
That's quite a problem.
I know, but I forgot to mention, he's the Prince of Spain.
What the fuck? What the frick? The Prince of Spain has been arrested?
The Prince of Spain? And you didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start?
No worries, Brett. Hopefully I will be, yeah. I should be going for quite a while tonight, so yeah, just keep an eye out. Yeah, see you soon then.
I forgot.
I must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more... not terribleness? Expertise.
The Prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said that your reputation as a lawyer was renowned.
Really? The Prince said that? This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain?
Meh! Meh is an option. Of course not.
Of course we'll take the case. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We have royalty to defend. That's the spirit.
Good luck to you, messieurs.
You aren't coming with us, Mousy?
I have other matters to attend to. But Prince John is being held at the conciergerie. I'm sure you will fill in all the details.
Right, let's make a move then.
Let's go. To the concierge, and I need to get a Spanish accent out of somewhere. Now.
Good day, monsieur.
Oh, it's you two again. Hey, nice work on Lady Kitten's trial. Baron Rogale is pacing around a cell right now, ranting about wringing your neck.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's super mad, but hey, criminals are criminals, right? If the lion didn't want a death sentence, he probably shouldn't have killed a guy. Oh, you're not here to defend him, are you? Because that would be hilarious.
We're actually here to see Prince Juan Corridor, heir to the throne of Spain.
The mouthy fox, huh? That guy's driving me nuts with his senores and his flamboyant attitude. I say the sooner he hangs, the better. Well, come on then, while we're young.
God, I need to do a Spanish accent now.
The Prince of Spain, I presume.
The music.
Indeed, I am Juan Corredor, heir to the throne of España, and you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon.
Well, I wouldn't say legendary. I wouldn't even say notable.
Such humility. I would expect nothing less from renowned individuals such as yourselves.
I can't do it. I give up already. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. Oh, get into the Spanish mood.
But let's get down. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to stop. He's going to have my voice. He's going to have my voice. But let's get down to business. I trust that my compañero, Mousy, has explained the situation.
He told us you have been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation.
Ah, of course. What is it you wanted to know? Yeah, why are you in Paris? Exactly what Jess is bringing up right now.
Why did you come to Paris, Prince Juan?
I was on a diplomatic mission. I do not know whether you're familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing, it's chaos, and the people are suffering. So I thought, if I can befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I could strengthen my family's name. With the Corredor dynasty restored, I would have a chance of bringing peace to my beautiful nation.
Welp, I guess that plan's gone out the window. Sparrowson, don't be rude.
Yeah, but people don't... Yeah, but these guys are French, but they speak English. And this guy's Spanish, but he speaks English. It's a region thing. The birds speak French, and the other animals speak other animals-ish stuff. So... But some other animals also speak French. But if it's an other animal, then there's a chance that it will be an animal that speaks a different language to French. I don't know. They all speak English, though. That's the weird thing.
No, he's right. I failed terribly.
Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe once the dust has settled, you will have another opportunity to speak with King Louis Philippe and complete your mission.
Thank you, Senor Falcon. I'm sure you will do your best. What quotes? I'm waiting for the quote now. I'm waiting for that quote. Unless they speak birds. Brilliant. Yeah, what happened with the murder?
To be honest, Prince Juan, I'm a little confused as to how a member of royalty could get in so much trouble. Could you walk us through your activities on the day of the murder?
I'm just gonna rejig myself because I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. That's better. Of course, let me see where to begin. It was the cold and misty morning of the 6th of January. I heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Palais de Louvre, and I wished to meet the man himself. So, after a brief stroll and picnic in Touloure's garden, I entered the palace.
I found the royal entourage in Louvre's Grand Gallery. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose, an international symbol of passion and virtue. How romantic! Before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howl. Great name. Ouch, cried out Major Howl. I have pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And then the Major slumped to the floor. His face turned blue. His mouth frothed, and he died. He died straight away after being picked? Straight away, senor. It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know of any poison that acts so fast. Nor do I, Senior Falcon, but clearly the police felt that poison upon the rose thorns was the only... Felt that poison upon the rose thorns was the only logical explanation. And with so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? Very good point, actually. There's too many witnesses to the crime. So, where did this rose come from? I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at Les Halles Market, or Halles, I don't know. A girl by the name of Catherine Marie Signy. But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself, Senior Falcon? Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. Poison Rose. Did you want to ask something else, Senior Falcon? What were you reading? Yeah. What were you reading before you were... What were you reading before we so rudely interrupted? Ah, this book is a Spanish classic. Don Quixote of La Mancha. Do you know it? Readings for squares? Jesus. I've heard of it. It's about the knight who jousts windmills, right? Jousts windmills? What the shipples is going on right now? I have no idea. Jousts windmills. Jousts windmills. That's one part of the story, yes. The hero is a virtuous but elderly knight by the name of Don Quixote. In the chapter you mentioned, he takes up arms against an army of giants who are terrorizing a town. Don Quixote's partner, Sancho, warns him that the giants are just windmills, and their flailing arms are just sails twirling in the wind. But Quixote doesn't listen. He takes up his lance, gets on his horse, and charges anyway. Sounds more like dumb Quixote, am I right, Falcon? Perhaps he is dumb, Senor Sparrowson, but many of us spend our whole lives jousting imaginary giants? Where is this guy getting this shit from? Speak for yourself, Juan. I've never been jousting, let alone seen a giant. The story follows the adventures of a noble hidalgo named Alonso Quijano, who reads so many chivalric romances that he loses his sanity and decides to set out to revive chivalry, undo wrongs, and bring justice to the world under the name Don Quixote de la Mancha. Oh, so you looked it up. Huh. Interesting, okay. Well, how the fuck do you joust a windmill, though? I think we're getting off track here. Indeed. I tell you what, Senor Falcon. I'll lend you my copy of this book. Maybe you'll have time to give it a read at some point. Maybe I will. Thank you. El Ingenioso Hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha. Okay. I think this guy's crazy too, yeah. No, I think that's everything. Thank you. What's the plan, Big Bird? Well, we have two lines of inquiry.
We should head to the scene of the crime, the Palace du Louvre, and see if we can find any clues or witnesses. And we should interview the flower girl in a Les Halles market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poisoned rose. 2 tasks spread over for 6 days? This sounds almost too easy. Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores. Yeah, I know, yeah. Juan, yeah. What is it? Did something seem off about Prince Juan to you? He's quite a character. He seemed colourful to me, throwing roses, spouting about literature. Juan's one suave Spaniard. Maybe I misread him. Well, look, if this is bothering you, then we could always ask around. Yeah, that's fine, dude. Mostly, the thing that is annoying me slightly in recent times is like literally every single misspelling or like typo or like missaying of a word just immediately gets quoted. And it's just like I get it. It's funny, but everyone has little hiccups. So, you know, if we could just be a bit, just cut down a little bit on the quotes, you know, in terms of misspells or missaying things, that would be great. Just pick the ones that are comedy gold, not every single one. That's my request. Maybe someone in the city knows Juan's dirty secret, if he actually has anything to hide, that is. I mean, at this point, what dirty secret? This is just basically Sparrison's random paranoia. Yeah, let's dig up the dirt. But we've still got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrison. Yeah, but it's the same thing, Jess, because if you keep quoting everything... We can't quote everything, because then their quotes page is just going to be bloated. The standard is going to fall, because we have so many quotes. We need to be a little bit more selective about what quotes we have on the page, I think, from now on. Yeah, that Kenny, you got the right idea. So, I guess we could go to... I don't know why we'd go there, but... We should go to the murder scene first. Always go to the murder scene first. I'm fine with that quote though. The one above, the one that you said previously. Falcon and Sparrison make their way to the Paris Place du Carrousel, the court that just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. God, the French. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. What? No way! Why are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he darn well pleases. I need another voice. Well. I never expected to see you here, JJ. That arrogant. Oh, he's arrogant. Okay. Never mind. I'm changing his voice immediately. That arrogant voice. Good day to Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me as your new assistant? Fine. Severin, this is Sparrison, my assistant. Sparrison, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Oh, are you two old school friends or something? Oh, more like arch rivals. Oh wait, no, that was Falcon. No, God damn it. Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we met on court in 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. I'm amazed a fading bird brain like yourself is able to still get clients. Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I'm currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. The Prince of Spain? Juan Corrido? Well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct. I am the prosecutor for the very same case. It is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that's what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me a bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. Tusk. Or... One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Oh, yes, I'm rubber and you're glue? Kenny, you're good at this sort of stuff. I mean, you're not good at this sort of stuff, but you dabble in this sort of stuff. What would you say to the bloke? I'm rubber and you're glue? I mean, that sounds the most interesting one. I'm really tempted to go for that. Love the music as usual. It's very, very nice and relaxing. Kenny is dead. We're going with I'm rubbery and you're glue. Ah, Sloth is here. Welcome, Sloth. Good to have you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I didn't even say the first or third one. We went with the first one then. Yeah, well, I'm rubber and you're glue. What bounces off you? Wait. Oh dear. You're the same bumbling fool that you've always been, Falcon. But enough talk. If you monsieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. What an insufferable prick. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. It did seem like a bit of a cockerel, but is it true what he said, you know, that he trounced you in court 5 times? I can't deny it. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Well done, Sparrowson. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive, I'd say. Pretty impressive, actually. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds, you don't even notice us small folk running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Let's take a closer look. I see. This map shows the entire Louvre area. Everything from Tuileries to the Rue de Louvre. Most convenient. We're currently standing here in the place to carousel. And those pendant arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage. Which means that the king went first went here, through the Salle du Tibre, and then here, into the Grande Galerie, where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in the Tuileries Gardens? That's right, so that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? Let's go to the Tuileries Gardens, I don't know. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries Gardens. Oh, not this guy again. Nothing seems out of the order until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by the tree line. Hey, Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper over there look familiar? Oh god, he's a groundskeeper now. Oh, poor bloke. Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like that photographer. What's his name? Robinho. Did someone call me? Oh, it's you? The lawyers who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it? It's good that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded career of groundskeeping. Hey, I'm not doing this willingly. I was given community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me, an esteemed photographer, community service? Me? Yes, I can believe that. Perjury is somewhat serious. You should be thankful that you got off without jail time. You sound like that self-righteous Judge Maxime. So, did you want to ask me something, or just here to gawp? Personally, I'm just gawping. Actually, I do have a couple of questions if you don't mind, Monsieur Robinho. How's that groundskeeping going? Just rub it in his face? I don't suppose you bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? A Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. If this is about that assassination attempt on the king, then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. Is there anything else you wanted? Yeah, how's the groundskeeping going? So how's that new groundskeeping job working out? Terrible. Tourists are pigs, sometimes literally. Look at all this rubbish I found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. And look what I picked up by this west entrance. A book page. A whole book I could understand, but a single page? What kind of blithering moron just loses one page? Wait a moment. May I take a closer look at that, monsieur? Don Quixote. That's a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands, monsieur? Sure. What's it worth to you? What's it worth? It's trash. It's literally worthless. Then I suppose I'll be destroying it as per my duties. Alright. I suppose you deserve a little compensation for your trouble. How about you give me the page and... Oh, get your photos in the Louvre? I mean, that's a bit too difficult a job. We could just give him 5 francs. Maybe we should speak to the judge. I think... we're not promising anything. All that we're saying is that we'll speak to the judge. I'm sure we can do that. We can speak to someone. That's well within our capabilities. It doesn't cost any monetary value. I'll speak with Judge Maxime. I'll put in a good word and might be able to get your sentence reduced. Really? You'll do that for me? Thank you, monsieur. I would really appreciate that. Here, take the page. Page 44 of Ingenioso Hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha, Jesus Christ, has been added to your evidence folder. Did you want to ask something else? That's all. We'll let you get back to your work, Monsieur Robinho.
Okay, so we've got a book now. And 59 francs. Nice. Oh, I need the evidence page. There we go. Page 44, okay. So we've been to the Tuileries Gardens. We should go to the Place du Carousel, I guess? I'm losing track of where all these places are and what they mean. Are we done here? I guess. Right, okay, so this is where we... Oh, no! That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean for a whole new day to pass. Shit. I've got to go back there now. Fuck. That was a waste. That's what you get for not remembering shit. Here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right under the new painting. I see hundreds of paintings. Which one is the new one? I haven't the foggiest, but we'll have to ask someone. Like that porcupine. Oh, he's shy. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Excuse me, monsieur. You know your Mona Lisas from your last suppers? I don't want any attention. Maybe he isn't talking to me. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Oh, hi. Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January? The one the king came to visit? Oh, yeah. I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. I see. It's a painting of the king himself. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? What do I think? Well, I'm no art critic, but... It's a magnificent painting of our beloved king. It's a masterpiece. Wow, really? You must be looking at different paintings, because all I'm seeing is a penguin in fancy dress. I'm getting the impression that you, messieurs, aren't regulars at art galleries. No, we're a right pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never even been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt? That's right. We were actually hoping we could ask you a couple of questions about what you saw. Oh, I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything. But, I have a friend who might be able to help you out. What's this? R&M Associates, the home of Renard Volps, a private investigator. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these grey area of the law types. No, please give this guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before. I'm sure he can do the same for you. Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. Thank you for your time, monsieur. Is there anything else we can do here? Well, ideally we would turn the whole Grand Gallery upside down in a hunt for evidence. But that's not possible with so many people around. We should probably just move to another room. So this is the Salle de Tourbe. Yeah, oddly enough. Yeah, everyone else is birds, right? Makes sense. It's weird. Salle de Tourbe. If I understand Cockrogo's notes correctly, this is the room the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. I guess so. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anyone around to interrogate. Interview. Interview? Right, interview. Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The
police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-tooth comb. But I bet that numbskull Inspector Volerti didn't even check this room for clues. There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks. Your logic seems a little questionable, but it couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. Okay, let's examine some objects. Objectars. Something up here. A supporting column. It's holding the roof up. I pointed to where my face is on the camera, so if you are aware. If the column were truly supported, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time. Probably. It's just some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet. Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact, gifted to the Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD. Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. Alright, you got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I knew. Alright, well, not much interesting there. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they are worth? I don't know. They're 300 francs apiece at least. What? Are you serious? I'm in the wrong profession. I don't think archaeology works as a quick get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson. Who said anything about archaeology? I'm going to become a museum robber. Oh, well, that's one way to get rich quick. I guess it's just this in this column here. God, shit, sorry, guys. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of references in this game that I'm not getting. We've established that, but I do get some of them. These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think the style is iconic. Or Ionic. Yeah, Ionic, yeah. Yeah, the characters are interesting. It's not Ionic, Falcon. Irony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different. That's not... Never mind. So I guess the only two things left are these two things here. Yeah. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of stand or podium. Maybe it's just a decorative piece. It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the door stops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place. I don't think that's right. My uncle's a Roman historian, trust me. A shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water or cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time. It smells good. Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson. No, really, this urn smells amazing. Oh, no, sorry. No, really, this urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey. Poor thing. You're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on your way back to the office? Oh, right, I see. Yeah. Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit. It's definitely a no-no. See, look what I found in the urn. Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish. No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% cocoa. Belgian in origin. Leather wrapper crumpling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicated this was discarded just a few days ago. Wow. Yeah,
Yes, I am certain. The chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder.
How the fuck would you know that?
Mon Dieu, Sparrowson. You deduce all that from smelling the wrapper? Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. That won't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you'd be the world's greatest detective. If only all evidence were edible. Do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down any of the persons who consumed it.
Starting to get that time again, unfortunately. Oh, you're getting buffering? God damn it. I might need to restart the stream.
No, there's no possible way we could know that. I suppose we'll have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for a comparison. What a chore. Interesting, because I can see the Lander Hagelslacks Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper. Well, you can't blame a bird for trying.
I don't think there's any more. With that, I'm going to take a short break, about 10 minutes, I guess. I just need to do some things. So I'll put some music on, I'll put the stream intro back on, and then I'll come back. So yeah, don't go anywhere, guys.